Beyond that, zero tolerance. Correct? Beyond that, what a manager says, if I am supposed to do your job, why do I need you? I don't need you. I'll give somebody else a salary. So, in this frame, now, when you go for an interview, you have not come across these experiences. Result oriented, collaboration. Collaboration, yes. In your school, in your college, in your friend circle, you must be collaborating. You have to pick up those and talk about those collaborations. This is what I have done. I have done a project. I was the lead. This is what I collaborated amongst various different segments of people. Right? I created something. This was the time frame given. It may be something to do with your home business. It may be something to do with your home. It's fine. Is your mind tuned to do result orientation? That's what an employer looks at. Communication, very, very important. I always feel, I think I may have every ingredient of that food, right? If I don't create, what do you get in a 5-star versus a dhaba? Ingredients are same, more or less, except for the oil, correct? Ingredients are same. What do you feel? It's only how I present. And that presentation is when he or she comes and puts the plate, that's all. 5 minutes. Oh, plate mein agar ek bhi kuch bhi rehta hai, you feel, shit yaar, I don't know, I have done a mistake, I shouldn't have come here. That's not your end objective. Your end objective is food. But how you place that food on the plate is what matters. Because that's what you are creating perceptions. And please understand, perception to certain extent is reality. Because that's what you are. Correct? Storytelling. When I indulge with you on a 1-hour conversation, I will always look at you whether you are losing the track or you are able to thread the beads. That there is a storyline when I am talking, because I know what is the end objective I am supposed to deliver here. Am I talking sense or I am just going out of the blue, again coming back? So if you remember, we talked about interpretations, that FANT strategy, we talked about fundamentals getting clear. This is a part of that. If I know what I am supposed to deliver in that small instance of half an hour, my storytelling will be absolutely seamless. And it's all, I will tell, I'm not God. I'm just telling you because you have to acquire the skills. You have to do it. Right? We talked about influencing. Influencing will again come through communication, through storytelling, alignments. 7th one is very important. I picked up from somebody who is the HR transformation head of Pepsi for India, Middle East and South America. I asked him, you tell me, what is that which hits you when you go to a college and when you interview? He says, boss, I always feel the current generation is intolerant to ambiguity. They want everything to be set. आप मेरे को बता दो क्या करना है, I'll do it. If you give me crisis, I don't know. Don't expect me. तुम मेरे को और कुछ काम नहीं बता सकते. But please understand, the marketplace is not like that. Market is full of ambiguity. The moment you will see all those organizations who are successful in the country, they have been transforming internally every year. I was in Airtel for 14.5 years. My reporting used to change every 1.5 years, 2 years. I used to get different set of juniors because we always used to align with the market. If market requires this, for creating a responsive organization, I need to realign. So these are all ambiguous situations. I do not know what is going to happen after 2 years. But am I capable of going into that state? That's what is my mindset. So we need to demonstrate that I can tolerate ambiguity. This is one of the biggest misses where every recruiter is now going through. Listening skill. मैं रट के आया हूँ Rahul Gandhi. You had that Rahul Gandhi interview, right? which is now famously termed as kindergarten interview. I know what I am supposed to talk, I talked. I didn't listen to what he is asking. Please have listening skills. You may not have answer, but at least you give an absolute positive impression. Boss, I understood what you are saying, but I don't have an answer. Please understand, a interviewer, I may have zillions of questions, zillions. And maybe out of those zillions, I may have answer to only 10. Balance answers also I don't have. I'll keep on poking you. So please understand, you are not supposed to know everything. As recruiter, I do not know how many recruiters currently do it, but I used to do it. I know no employee is cut out for that job. It's next to impossible. Absolutely next to impossible. You have to only know whether he has an urge to learn. How many times he has changed his dynamics of learning. Because teaching is very easy. If I have the aptitude to learn, anything can be taught, anything can be learned. Correct? So listening skill is very, very important. Whether you are listening or simply hearing, right? Talked about customer centricity, MIS board score, these are all normal things. And this is how the bridge happens in that 20-30 minutes. I will slowly take you to what an employer needs. And I did it in 2013. Do you have anything, what an employer typically looks at? What is his need, current employer needs? Just one word, one adjective. Anybody. Don't feel that it can be wrong. Every answer is right. Yeah, tell me.
Commitment.
Okay. Commitment. Yes. Capability.
Creation.
Fun.
Perfection.
Perfection.
Hardworking.
Hardworking.
Confidence.
Confidence.
Salary.
Salary.
Result orientation.
Result orientation.
Knowledge.
Knowledge. You know what is all this culminating to?
Employment.
No. Very smart answer. I'll tell you what does this culminate. This is what it is. These are known as entrepreneurial competencies. Please understand, the owner is not the entrepreneur. Every individual is expected to be an entrepreneur of his domain. He or she should actually deliver as if he is the king of that bench. Then only, that's what every organization is looking at. I don't want supervisors. You know what is a supervisor? Supervisor is cost of non-conformance. Because somebody is not conforming to the standards, so I have put a supervisor, which is a non-value add activity. It's not contributing to the product. If I do first time right, it's not required. Supervisors are not required. Correct? So these all are a set of entrepreneurial qualities. Don't go by all the small characters. Broadly, you should bucket into 4 frames. Okay? One is your own persona. Are you able to stand in front of your senior and convince him what you're talking? Correct? Or you have become a yes man. Please understand, if you have a conflicting or a participative way of management, you only do creativity at your organization. Right? Certain managers don't like it. But yes, this is the end of the day, this is the underline. Right? Communication. Am I able to articulate? Am I able to modulate my voice in impressing the other guy? Verbal and written communication, very important, I'll tell you. Written communication. We have unfortunately started using email as if it's a SMS now. Correct? How many of us really can write a note which is maybe A4 size on your own self, or maybe a paragraph? It has become very difficult. But I'm not saying this is the only thing you need to look at, because these used to be in 80s, 90s. Now it has become redundant. But still, if you have this quality, you are a edge over than your peer group in that organization. Because when you are making a proposal, it's written, it can't be verbal. Even though you do PPT, finally a proposal has to go on a hard copy. It needs to speak about a story. Are you able to write a story? Managerial competences, which are, these all you must have heard or read. Commercial acumen, decisiveness, self-starter, adaptability to change, planning and organization, and all those stuff. And this people management, this is very important because at times you see in a function there is only one guy and he only gets things done by others. A customer support executive, when he or she picks up the call, talks to a customer, is she in control of anything? Nothing. She is absolutely clueless. But her success, that means that organization success, depends on the whole ecosystem which is going to enable her. Right? So, how do I do people management has become very, very important aspect. These are intervention structures which maybe the institute can take, as well as you as students should also start doing it. Gap analysis. I need to know where do I fall, where is the crack, right? And enabling to minimize these gaps. What are the things I need to do a gap analysis as a management student? I need to do personal competences. Please understand, whatever I am now talking is all about projection, the 20% yellow bracket. Because you have only, balance all is assumed that you are great at it. All your pedagogy, your academics, your interpretation, I am assuming you are absolutely through. Here, managerial competences. There are different attributes of managerial competences. So there can be 5, 9, 10 questions which you need to answer, and you need to, I think Professor was saying that he has a tool, assessment tool. In that, you do a gap analysis of managerial competency as well as personal attributes, which is nothing but your soft skills. And how do you enable to minimize these gaps? The best way of learning is reflection. In terms of, I always say, how I behave if I videograph and I only see to it. I don't want to show it to my friends because they will pull my leg. Correct? So, if that reflection is only shown to me, I'll keep on correcting myself. There are so many call centers I have seen where in front of the lady there is a mirror. This mirror is kept to always show that reflection. How do you look? Because the voice modulation is dependent on your stress level. The moment you have a grinning face, your voice changes. If you have a fight with your spouse, voice changes. Poor fellow, that customer who calls, what is his mistake if you have fought with your spouse? Correct? So I think reflection is something which you all should try. When I am standing in front of a interviewer, how do I look? How do I walk? Because he is sitting and he is watching me at least running down some 10 steps. It shows my personality. Education, group dynamics. Last two are very, very important, which I feel most of the organization have been missing. There needs to be a very structured program in terms of exposure to corporate leaders and also mentoring. How much mentoring can be done to all of you is also a big area where I think we all should start working. Maybe picking 5 students, maybe Ty can help. Picking up 5 students, aligning to one gentleman outside and saying, okay, fine, your budget is 1 email per month and one audio call 15 days. If you have any problem, I have this slot, you can call me. And start doing these mentoring programs. Because then only I will start getting connected, even though you need not to have a physical presence or interaction. So finally, this is the value proposition, what you bring if you are selected to whatever best suited what you wanted in life. You have three stakeholders in this room or beyond this room who generate different attributes out of your existence. The students get right skilled for employability. The institute has a high campus hit and brand building happens. And third is the industry where they say, okay fine, if I come to RDIS, I know I will have the maximum hits because they are absolutely creating the students or the prospects what the industry wants. I need not to scan 2000 CVs and pick up 10. If I scan 100, I may pick up 80. Right? So I think for these three stakeholders, that's how we start creating, because this whole program has to now shift absolutely from the corporate side. What does the corporate look at? That's all from my side. I think I am open to now questions.
Anyone has a question, please?